Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers. As you can see, we are in the, probably, whoa, a little too close to the window. We're in the second half of the day. We've gotten a bunch of stuff done off camera. We're going to walk you through all of that. But first, we have to get started. So let's go. Okay, so as you can see, I think we showed this last time we were together. It's been a while, a couple days since I recorded last, so I have to go back and take a look. But just to show you what we've got going on, we have our little fighter pit down here. We've got our workout area. We got a little arcade action going on. And, you know, the hangar space, which we're going to head over to in a second. Take you up here. I know we showed off this area before, and I realized we need to paint the interior of this place because it is ridiculously boring in here. So I'm thinking I'll probably do a little bit of that off camera. Get some detail going on in here. But we're getting there slowly but surely, right? And then we come over into the workroom, which leads us into the hangar space. Head our little space engineering butts down this way. There we go. And yeah, so yeah, the whole thing of this actually ended up working out really, really well. I'm enjoying the way that the design works, and that it flows together very nicely. Oh, we're slowly killing ourselves here. Oh yeah. Oh, so I did make one change here. This used to be squared off. I went ahead and put in one of the 2x1 ramp areas. It just makes it a little bit easier to walk through this area, especially if you're going to have multiple people. I did find out when I've had one or two folks jump in with me on here, getting through here in a hurry is troublesome. So we did change that up a little bit. Haven't made any changes into the kitchen area. This is still what it is. We're going to head back this way because one of the things that we have done is we've gone ahead and we've finished the nacelle area. And we did go ahead, I did take everyone's suggestion, took the windows out and put these half blocks in. Basically gives you a little bit more room to walk around in here, gives you a more uniform surface on the exterior, and also provides a light source all in one space. Come back here, you come back over this side, and as you can see, we do have windows. And both nacelles are finished. We now have air piped in here. We have everything set up, and we even have a way to get out if we need to for some reason. So, external air locks, right? Now, for those who are a little bit more observant, yes, we have done something here. Let me show you the rest of the nacelles first, and we'll talk about that change in a second. So as you can see, we did go ahead and close the nacelles in on the areas up here, and now we did mirror this on the bottom as well, wherever you have the conveyor blocks like this. We went ahead and put in windows over it. And we've got some LCDs that we've got on both the top and the bottom, and we're going to be putting some different graphics on here. And let me show you down here. We did put another one down here, and what we want here is we're going to grab this, and we are going to get, and it's oriented so that you know that that's dangerous, right? See? Makes sense, hopefully. So yes, we did put in some bracing for one of the wheels, or one of the wheel sets. And like I said, we'll deal with that here in a second. Oh, we went this one. Add to selection. There we go. And we're going to do basically the same thing up here. Now, you will notice I left conveyors on both sides uncovered. And that's because we're going to run some piping through here, because what I'm going to do is we're going to put some landing facilities up here. Now this does mean that I will have to re-engineer a few things, and I'm not quite sure where I'm going to run these. A couple of people have said they really like the fact that the nacelles are their own little thing. And I want to keep the spirit of that, but I do think I'm thinking maybe up here, well, we can tie it in, and then what we can do is have a set of stairs that lead basically over here to the bridge area. So you'll be able to land, walk in, and be right on the bridge. But I'm still not sold on it. I need to figure out how I want to do it, because I do want to keep this window open, and I want to keep it so that you can actually see, you know, at least some of the sky. So it'll just be how are we going to balance this thing? Now I may end up doing something where I just build a landing pad on this side, or maybe even one on both sides. See, we could do that. If we did landing pads on both sides, then we could have, say, work vehicles on one side and combat vehicles on the other, or a mix and match. That might be interesting. Alright, I think we're gonna have to take a look at that. So yeah, but basically that's what we've been going. Oh, hello. That's what we've been dealing with for the last few days in game. Just trying to get some things done, you know. Bob is on the job apparently. One of the nice things about having a vehicle with these giant wheels like this is that everywhere you go, these guys get stuck. Yep. Bob's doing his job. Thank you, Bob. Alright. I think that's all of them. Let's see if we've got any more back here. They've been showing up, and yeah, let's look at that. Nothing stops the Terminator like a giant wheel. Okay. Any more? And I've been finding that because of the way the collision works on these blocks, you will sometimes get them actually in the wheel. So when you start moving, if you're watching on the external views, you'll see them running from where you had been parked previously. Oh, okay. So we did go ahead and we finished up the front detailing. Yeah, let me try that again. We did finish up the front detailing as well. We now have basically everything we need. This thing is fully functional, fully closed in, and fully pressurized. We still need to figure out, and I want to get your feedback on this, on whether or not you guys liked this design for the supports. Because what I'm thinking is I may actually go ahead and just leave the cross bracing in here, or take the cross bracing out and replace it with walkway blocks. Which, if we did something like that, let's go just regular passageway. Yeah, let's go just regular passageway blocks. Because what I'm thinking here, something like this, right? And what we end up with is the ability to walk through here. And I might actually not take that out. If we're going to do that, let's go ahead and put the lit ones in. So we're going to go passage. We want passageway with lights. Here. And then what we can do, we can do this. And so what we'll be able to do is, let me turn this off. We'll have lights on the supports, and then have a walkway. You know, we'll do the catwalks from aft forward. We need to change up this connection here, I think. So what we may do is put in the bracing, or tie the bracing together on this, and then we take these corner blocks out, and then this would be the end of the bracing. We'll put the walkway terminator on this side. Show you what that would look like over here. So what we're talking about is using the catwalk end unit. Like that. And I think that would actually be pretty good. Let's see here. What I'd really like to find is something that uses these types of catwalks or something similar to this styling of catwalk that actually had lights on it. So if anybody knows a mod that has lit catwalks like that, let me know. Because looking at this, it looks like they're planning on it at some point. Because I'm seeing what looks to be lights on here. And I think it would be kind of nice to have a catwalk with the lighting on it so that it basically glowed at night, so you'd be able to walk around out here without having to keep your suit light on. But yeah. Alright, but yeah, like I said, let me know what you think about about those ideas. If you like it, we'll do it. And like I said, we'll keep these braces. I'll probably end up changing this a little bit. One of the things that I had been looking at doing was maybe having it do something like this. And obviously we would remove that light there, but or you know, we could leave it there. And since we're going to have the walkways here, and then the walkways sit up here, so we would end up with say something like this. And then just to make sure we're not cutting, we want to make sure we're not separating everything when we do this, because we are about to cut into this little beast. There. Just gonna take this out really quick. Yeah. And what I was thinking is something that looks more like this. Give me that block back. And so this way you end up with, you know, a reason to have. I want to make sure you're all connected. Okay. And what we're going to do is just to make sure we don't accidentally separate everything. Because come on, you know, if it was going to happen, it would happen to me, right? All right, let's go ahead and get one more in there. And then we would have that. And if we keep this design, I'll end up reworking some of these blocks a little bit to make them mesh in a little bit better. But for now, this will serve as a proof of concept. Alright, so you go into, come on. Alright. Let's see, how's this look? Yeah, I'm kind of liking this. I'm thinking Vegeta, yes. Yeah, you can thank Captain Shack for that. He got me started on the Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Oh my god, if you haven't seen that, it is definitely not family friendly. Oh, but it's entertaining. Oh, alright. So, but yeah, that's the general idea. And then what we'll do is we'll basically replicate these supports, the struts, and tie it into the ship in general. And we'll do the same down here. And I'll probably do something a little bit lower profile on this side. Maybe... Ow. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let me get that out of the menu really quick. We're going to grab this. Because what I'm thinking here is something that maybe goes a little bit, you know, instead of having the giant high-rise that you have back there because it's tying into the nacelle, it doesn't need to be that tall here. So I'm thinking we go something a little bit simpler here. And that should meet into that area, which it will. Okay. We want you to go that way. So, you know, like just something like that. I mean, if we really wanted to take it and make it a little bit more of an arch, we could take these out. Grab this really quick. And what we would end up with here is instead we would go you know, and just give it a softer arch shape, which I think works out better because that allows us to then have our walkway in here that we were planning on. We bring this in, we grab the other block. That actually worked out pretty nicely. And that gives you a little bit more of an arc shape, right? Do we have room for this over here? We do. Look at you. And then what this will allow us to do, I want to make sure everything is attached there. Before I cut this. I should probably have saved before I started editing this thing, right? There you go. And you end up with something like that. Now, the nice thing about this design is that if we choose to, what we could do is have this basically turn and maybe have stairs coming down. Or mostly coming down. Oh, hello. That's all. There you are. I just missed them. Huh. By saying maybe have the stairs work their way down and around behind it. Figure out where our lowest sitting would be. How far down would we have this thing sitting when we need to get the vehicles in and out. And what that would allow us to do is to have ways that while we're out and about, if something happens to our rover, because this thing will be sitting so low, basically we'll have a way of getting back in without having to worry about having hydrogen on us or not. So, just some ideas. And I want to grab the walkway again. And we end up with... So yeah, you'll end up with something like that, and eventually, like I said, we'll take these. I don't know if I'm going to leave those like that. I might leave those like that. Because we do have rounded blocks, so we could do the rounded slopes too. But those are much larger than I think I want on it. I want it to be a little bit more delicate. But I do think that the rounded ones would probably look better. I don't know. Let me know. We have a comment section. It's open and available for everybody to use, so do so. And what we'll do is we'll figure out how we're going to do it. I'll probably just repeat this arc, the strut, the arc on the strut here, on this middle strut as well, and just that because it's going to tie into basically the same structure. One thing we won't end up with is probably this crossbar, but that's okay.
Fuel low.
Oh, you have not killed me yet. Okay, yes, you have several times, but that's, you know, that's besides the point. And throw those over there. We're gonna grab one of these, grab two of those, and we're good to go. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, this is pretty much what we've got going on. Let me go ahead. I'm going to do a quick cut. Let's get the... I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to mirror this system over on the other side. And I'm thinking I may actually... I might do this instead. If we go with these, that gives us a little bit more of a arch feeling to it. And this may depressurize the room. Yep, it's going to depressurize. Okay. That's fine. It had to be done. It's okay. Gonna grab that. What we're gonna do here is let's go ahead and grab these. And we'll just tie this whole thing together like that instead. And I want to make sure that that is actually going to pressurize because these corners tend to do weird things. So let's get in there really quick. Sounds like it's pressurizing. Awesome. It worked. Okay. That's convenient. I mean, so the worst case that would have happened is I would have taken this section out, moved the stairs over, and then used the little corners, the little half-slope corners, to basically patch that in. And we would have just run that down the length here, which I may still do, honestly, because it gives it a little bit more of a finished look, in my opinion. Because you get reinforced ribbing. I don't know if you've ever been in the superstructure of a large vessel, but you'll see a lot of the welds and stuff that are done basically to keep water from sitting in the corner. They build them up and slope them out a little bit, and that's effectively what this would be doing. But it doesn't rain in the game, so we don't have to worry about water. But yeah, let me know what you think. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut. We'll get the rest of the struts put in, and we will be right back. And we're back. So, we've made a few changes. You know how it is. I start working on stuff and I forget what I'm doing, and yeah, we end up with, you know, a whole new thing's built. Alright, so let me show you what we've started doing here. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of the stuff on this side yet. We did go ahead and get the struts in on this side. I'm still working mostly on the second strut on the other side. Now, we were talking about putting in some stairs, and we did. So what we did here, and as you can see, I still left the blocks in over here. That'll go away shortly. But yeah, we needed to be able to get in and out to get down here, and so I figured, you know, we'd put a door in. So we did. And we did this on both sides. Let me... excuse me, hiccups. As you can see, we have another door over there. This entire thing is pressurized. You can come out. There you go. And then basically this gives you a second overlook area. So if you have defenders, you know, in here, like, so say you're in multiplayer and you're doing some PvP and somebody's trying to take the ship, you could have defenders there, you could have defenders up here, you know, basically able to cover the door. Or if you happen to be one of the people assaulting the place, you'd be able to use this to basically, as a little bit of cover, start shooting, you know. You've got your areas down here, so everything is multi-purpose, not just PvE, but you know, we are looking at some of the PvP functionality. Now, this side is more along the lines of what we're talking about. So, I did also make a small change on the struts here. We basically went with the two-part slope, the upper part on the bottom of the block, which gives us a little bit more clearance here as far as collision is concerned. Not much, because you still have this corner here, but I think it just makes the line look a little bit better. We will be swapping those out on this side, and basically what we did, I'll show you really quick, is we just came through and took, you know, one section out so we didn't lose the wheel, because the wheel's actually attached to 4 blocks. But because of the way everything is connected, or was connected at the time, we had to be a little bit more careful, so we basically just did this. And we just did everything one step at a time, welded it up, and then we would take the next section out and rinse and repeat. And in that way, like I said, we basically were able to do this without detaching the wheel, which is good, because it would have been really annoying to put that back on. There you go. And there. Like I said, I think it looks a little bit better like that. I would maybe like it to, I don't know, be a little bit more rounded there. And I'm really tempted to bring out the rounded slopes. But like I said, I've been having issues with them, and while they're nice, I would rather not have problems. So yeah, it is what it is. Alright, so that is those. I'm still trying to decide, do I really want to put another strut on this one? Because I kind of like the way that that looks. Because, I mean, we could just do railing. All of it. I misplaced the block and ran out of power earlier. Let's see, you're going there. You come out one block on either side. We punch a hole in here really quickly. Ah, crap. Welder, not grinder. Alright, and then we come back here, we grab the sloped block, the armor slope. See, it keeps wanting, I'm telling you, man, there's something subconscious. Oh, crap. So let's go ahead and get this stuff in here before we break anything. And you are going to go that away. And now we can come over here, rinse and repeat. But I thought you might like seeing the last bits of this come together. Especially since I went ahead and did the giant walkway of doom with off camera. Oh. Alright. So that gets us to here. Oh. And walking through, everything looks good. We can get all of this. Wheels are actually finally attached, like appropriately attached. We have cut this loose on both sides, just to check to make sure. Yep, we did. Okay. And like I said, you basically just end up with a little area here. When the vehicle's in motion, this might be a nice place to come hang out and just watch the scenery go by, you know. But lots of stuff down here, and the idea is that this will allow you to more easily get out to either defend or fix things as you are going. I may come back and do a so there are ways of doing swaps with the block types, and I may end up swapping the blocks out for heavy armor, but for now we'll leave it as light armor. I'm not expecting to get into any real combat with this thing, so so you are welded up, you are in place and welded, you are mostly in place and welded. I need those. That would be why it looked funny to me. Okay. And we are going to go with the upper portions on this one, I think. Just to tie it off a little bit nicer. Yeah. And that should work. Okay. Alrighty then. So that gets us all of that connected. I still need to swap out, or to replace, rather, these blocks with those blocks. Once everything is said and done, like I said earlier, give me your feedback, because this is actually really easy to change if you like it the other way. Or if you want to try, you know, using the rounded blocks, we can do that too. But I think that is going to get this portion done. And then that leaves basically, what are we doing for landing area? I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do, let's grab the catwalk blocks really quick. We're going to have that come out here. Now, do I want it to come out and then come around and up? Or I want it... Oh, you know what? I want it to hang off that edge. Oop, come back here. Yeah, we want it to hang off that edge. So let's go... Let's put the turn in there. Actually, we want the catwalk turn with the railing. We're gonna have this go up. That goes up. And then we will have another catwalk railing here. Basically gonna have this one be the... what we want. There we go. Oh, there it is. That's the one we're looking for. All right. And we want the open catwalk. Actually, no, we want that one. Nope, we were going the right way. I think, maybe not. Nope. It's gonna be 1. Let's turn off auto rotate. 2. That's actually 3. 4. So if we're doing this way, it's 2, 3. How big of a space would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I want this to hang one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to have this swing the corner here. Now the reason I'm not using the corner with the post is because the landing pad is actually going to be attached to this. Yes, this is going to be ugly. Well, hopefully it's not going to be hideous, but it's going to be, relatively speaking, ugly. Okay. That should give us a decent landing area. Now, what I do want is, we're going to go ahead and grab these, because we're going to go just like so. Actually, I want to leave that one open. No, we want this one left open. And I guess for this side we would do that, maybe. Yeah, that'll work. That works for now, at least. Your touch there. So we want you to come out. You out, yes. Right, I think I like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a support strut basically come out of here and arc up into that, or I should say arch up into that, and that'll take on our supporting connection. That way, if, you know, we lose the stairs, the entire thing doesn't fall off, which would be entertaining. Don't get me wrong, that would be pretty damn hilarious, actually. But not in a good way, I think. All right, so if we do that, and bring you out for a full block. And how do we want to do this? Because what we're going to end up with is we're going to do the blast door trick up here. I don't know how far I want this to go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do 5 by 5. That should be good, right? Or 5 by whatever it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 by 9? Maybe 6 by 9? Because that's what? That's 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. We do 7. All right. Now we need to remember to leave a space. I'm thinking, where are we doing this at? This is going to be here, so just slightly off center. That's actually not a bad idea. So now the question is do we want it to be here, here, or here? Let's go with it back here. Because if we do it towards the back edge, that tends to give us a little bit more flexibility. And we are actually going to do that. So I can grab you, because we want you connected there. We're going to have a conveyor block attached to that. And we'll have, oh, did I grab the straight up? I grabbed the straight up conveyor. Okay, oh, let's see that. And then we just go like that. And now we have a connected system. Of course, what I could do, we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. Because what I'm thinking here, stop me if you've heard this before. So we'll just do this instead. And in that way we don't have a an under protection, because we don't really need it for this particular area, since it's not really floating over anything other than armor blocks anyway. Oh look. We missed a spot. How did we miss a spot? Alright. There we go. And I may put a second one of these in, like we were saying earlier. Of course, with the size that I did this... Actually, you know what? Oh no, that's right. That's exactly where I went. Awesome. It's always nice when things work out for us here. Alright, and then we do that. You go like so. And then we are going to rinse and repeat this process. I need steel plates. I've been overrunning with steel plates the entire bloody day. Okay. Alright. So I think this is probably going to about do it for us today. The rest of this is going to be just getting the last few of these blocks in, letting everything get welded up. So when we come back next time on it's Panda Ball Z, you know, whatever. But when we come back next time, we should be pretty much done with this portion of it, and we might get into a little bit more building, and then we can start exploring the planet. Now, like I said before, I am still looking for NPC mods, so if you know of any good ones, let me know. Exploration Enhanced, I love the mod. Absolutely love that mod. Don't get me wrong. However, it's been having issues lately, so we don't have it loaded into this save, mainly because of the problems with it. And again, it's not the mod author, it's because Keen keeps changing things in the way that the systems work. So when the mod authors are building things, they don't have the ability to necessarily see all of the changes before they go live, and then they spend, you know, the next month basically chasing down what got changed or broken. So but if you know any good mods, let me know. I'll definitely take a look. I would like to have something that we can go exploring to see if we can find on the planet. If nothing else, I could always take a blueprint of this and maybe start on one of the... There's a modular... I'm trying to remember the... The mod basically allows you to have modular planets and NPC factions and stuff on planets. And we might end up doing something with that. It just takes a little bit more configuration on my side. But I'm really liking this thing and I want to keep building it. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a terrific weekend. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Not only will it help the channel to grow, it'll also make my day. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. We will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, get more plates. More plates!